This is not Pokemon trading. You better have a lot of packs. Lock in. Focus. 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 Let's go. I can give this man a lot of compliments. He's got a nice little flow with the hair. And I don't know if you're going to agree with my top selection. What's happening, my beautiful people? My name is Mike LaBelle. Welcome back to the YouTube channel. Today, we're talking most meta La Liga version, that iteration. We talked Premier League prior to this video, so if you want to know all the best options, that's been uploaded. And I asked you to drop a like if you wanted more of it. The same request goes down on this video. I'll do it for all the big leagues. Which league should I do next? Comment down below. Liga 1, Bundesliga, Serie A. Maybe even do the most meta players that don't fall in the major leagues. We like doing these ranking videos, and I'm going to keep this so transparent. We keep it funky on the YouTube channel. That's why you have notifications on. We talk about FIFA different. Our energy is different. It hits a little bit of different. Welcome to the dirty stamp of approval. Also, I'm moving in a few weeks. Do you want an office tour? It'll be the last hurrah because I don't think my office will ever resemble this office again. I might as well just give you the whole apartment. This is technically in my living room. Welcome to New York City. Are you ready to talk players? Great. Criteria. Must be meta. Most effective tactics available. We're only discussing players you could take into the weekend league with the utmost confidence. They're providing a competitive advantage. No price restrictions. I'm not looking at links. None of that comes into the equation. Just the best players per position. And some of these positions will have multiple options. Great. Other times, I'll just tell you, stay away. This is why you need a hybrid. Lock in. Focus. 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 Let's go. Right backs, La Liga, maybe the worst position. There's really none. I mean, none. You can make a case for Semedo, but I don't even know if you can get him because he was only on Barcelona for a split second prior to making that transfer to Wolves. And I'm not sure if you're going to find him on the market. And if you do, you're going to pay a stupid premium just from the rarity perspective. But he would be in the meta. And if it's not Semedo, I like Kappa as my next selection. I'm waiting for a special inform or a promo. This position needs something. Some of you may argue for Jesus Navas. I'm not even on board with that. I know he's an 84 overall, no physical. He's not my type of play. Left back, completely different story. The most meta, most effective, most overpowered, just best left back in FIFA 21. Mendy, he exists. Welcome to La Liga. Outside of Mendy, though, you don't have a lot of depth. I personally enjoy using Lodi, which is kind of the Brazilian counterpart, the smaller version that's not nearly as good, but he's still someone that you could have access to, fits into squads, gets green links. If you're budgeting down, I could understand this maneuver, and I feel that he's grown in popularity, at least slightly. Last year, he was almost unknown. Now he's a decent option. You also have Regalone, if you can find him, similar to Semedo, made that transfer, so he was only available for a week, maybe, in FIFA 21, if that. I don't know the timeline, but if you get that Real Madrid version, Regalone still fits the game. He was better earlier on. It's really still all about Mendy and that Semedo, but you're not going to catch the Semedo. You're not getting those hands. This is not Pokemon trading. You better have a lot of packs, is what I'm trying to say, that you're unboxing old packs when he would have been available, which isn't even possible anyway, but I have been watching some of the Pokemon videos, and it is bringing back nostalgic vibes. Center backs. We have a selection, charcuterie plate of different center backs. Varane, potentially the most overpowered or even the best center back in FIFA 21. He blocks everything. He always chases back. Big body, French link-ups. Next to him, brand spanking new, Diego Carlos, 85 overall. Team of the group stage. We're going to give that a big thumbs up. I like Longlet. Used him for a couple weekend leagues. I even prefer him to using Ramos, the 90 inform, which is kind of a big statement because their price points and their ratings, they don't align, they don't match up. Ramos on paper should be better. I just prefer Longlet. And then Jimenez, some of you will talk about him. Something's not right. I'm not intimidated by Jimenez. We can still put him in the mentions because I do see him used frequently throughout the weekends, and there's people that swear by him, but he's not giving me confidence. I don't want him commanding my back line, preferably. Central midfielder. So this includes the center attacking mids, the center mids, the holding mids. There's not a lot, not in La Liga, that really are meta players. Not players that are high rated or guys that you could insert into a team. Remember, we're talking about the best of the best. Take this to the weekend league. These are competitive level players. Valverde, that inform. 85, light work, box to box. If you need a partner in crime, Marcos Llorente, rule breaker edition. Even his initial foot item was extremely overpowered, and now we've seen an inform, we've seen a rule breaker, we might see more promos. He's likely to keep getting better. But both of those guys are similar players. You might not even want to run them together unless you're just looking for a defensive track back type of partnership or arrangement. They've got an arranged marriage. Neither of them are going to be those creative maestro type. That's the disclaimer that I'm trying to insert here. And then last, I'm still going to put Frankie de Jong in the conversation, but that might be a stretch. Frankie's not what he once was. He does not replicate Frankie of the old or Frankie of last year. FIFA 21 Frankie needs some upgrades. Something's not quite aligning where he really falls into that next level of just meta material. Left wing, very debatable. And I don't know if you're going to agree with my top selection. I almost regret not knocking him out early. He was kind of expensive at the time, but Fadi, the 86, the player of the month edition still gives me the most trouble. I don't like going up against him. He's explosive, prolific. He's a speedster, has the skill moves, of course, has all the link ups. There's many players you could insert here. Next to him, I would take Hazard, the Champions League variation, and he could grow. I like Hazard this year, but I don't know if I'm willing to go on record and say that he plays like an 89, maybe an 85 or an 86. Then we have that new informed Carrasco, highly recommended. Even if you get him as a super sub, if you got him in player picks, then you can co-sign what I'm saying. And last but not least is LaBelle, who has been a reoccurring, overpowered player, but in my humble opinion, Dembele this year is missing that extra spark. He's still good, and that's why he's on the list, but he's not playing as if he's the top winger in the league. Right wing, a struggle position. Across the board, we don't have a wide variety or selection of right wingers in FIFA 21, at least not yet. I've got Messi being the most viable, but I'm not in love with Messi, so that's my disclaimer. He's still in the meta conversation. I also like Rodrigo, just came out free to knock this out, objective based, 83 overall, record breaker. And then Gareth Bale, who I've used throughout many weekend leagues. Similar story to when we talked about Semedo or Reguilón, Real Madrid. Can you find him pre-transfer? That is a question. How much are you actually going to pay? And he's not even the best. None of these right wingers are true meta through and through, and I hate that Messi has kind of been ruined, but only for his standard. I want to be very clear. Messi is still amazing, but he could be better in FIFA 21. But without the stamina, without the sprint speed, you're taking some of his dynamic capabilities that play a factor in this FIFA in particular. Because once you get tired, you don't get the same turning from Messi. So you only get premium quality Messi for about 60 minutes. Wrapping it up, strikers, you want to know that new João Felix, player of the month. Yes. Is he worth it? Yes. As long as he fits into your team. I put out a video talking about this. I think the big key really comes down to, are you going to get 150, 200, 250 games with João Felix? Because you're not going to see those 400,000 coins and then some, depending how much you have in-house in your current club or how much you got to do liquid. They aren't coming back. This is not going to be tradable, and it's not an end-game player, but he should last at least a couple months of FIFA as long as you have links in La Liga or some sort of hybrid, Portuguese. How are you bringing João Felix together? But he's pretty special because now we got the pace upgrade, you got the composure, you have the finishing. I like his build and body type, the 5-star skill moves. I can give this man a lot of compliments. He's got a nice little flow with the hair. I know you saw some of the screenshots, the animations in FIFA 21 Next Gen. Detailed, absolutely detailed. Next up, 95 Messi, team of the group stage. Upgraded, of course. Price tag, hefty. Still has the same issues. Not going to have that sprint speed, and he's also not going to have crazy stamina. So that is the disclaimer, but he has a position switch. It's a better position, in my opinion, for bringing together links and squad building. And I don't want to take away from Messi. That's not what I'm meant to do here. He's still spectacular. He's still meta, but he's just not as good as he was in last year's iteration. He's not going to be as effective. I would rather have someone like Maradona, for example. If you got the baby icon, if you had some really lovely pack luck, you were opening up some of those insert here, insert there, replenish, please and thank you. If you pack the baby version of Maradona, may the legend rest in peace. That's more meta for this year's installment because he has the sprint speed, he has the acceleration, the agility, and the balance. All 4 key statistics to go with the 5-star skills. Last but not least, Iñaki Williams, 84 rule breakers. I get on pretty well with Williams. He's not for everybody. At this point of FIFA, I would more so push for him being a super sub. He's got a really big body. He's got the skill moves. And he almost has this BS factor. Think Cristiano Ronaldo, where you're able to bum rush through defenders. You win headers. You can knock down 50-50s. The ball finds his feet often. And the big downfall and the elephant in the room, he has a 2-star weak foot. And that's why he cannot be a long-term meta play, which is what I said when that foot item was initially introduced. Thanks again for watching. If you enjoyed the content, make sure to drop some love, turn on notifications. Let me know, what league should we go over next? Or should I start to reclassify and talk about players that aren't in any of the big leagues that you can pick up most of the time on a discount shopping tip. You can get a nice little budget buy, the best value pickups. I'm just putting together all this content. We are uploading daily. We are live streaming daily, twitch.tv/Mike LaBelle, and I have a lot more coming out for you ASAP. I only wish you health, wealth, and prosperity. Stay beautiful. I love you.